Hi guys, my name is Elle.
My name is Irene.
Finally brought my best friend here. It's been a while again. I'm not sure when this video is gonna be posted, but I really wanted to introduce you to Irene, as we are quite close here in school, but you don't see her much, unfortunately, on my channel. This is actually the first time. Thank you for joining me here today.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
Would you like to have like a small introduction of yourself so people get to know you a little bit better?
Sure. Irene, 21, and I'm Italian.
And we actually went all of the vlogs like with Margarita. You were also together with me, all the same vlogs from February.
Yeah. Sure.
So that's how we really got close to each other and found out that there is one big common thing about us, and that's actually in the topic of this video. So we both are doing long distance relationships because obviously we're studying here, both as international students. So you basically started your long distance as you entered the school, right?
Yeah, so basically I was already for a year together with my boyfriend, and we decided to try out, of course, long distance, and it's been working well. I mean, the beginning was a little harsh because I couldn't go home as much as I wanted to as well, because we started in full lockdown here, so it was harsh at the beginning.
Really crazy times.
But especially there was also nothing for me to keep my mind off, so it was hard to balance the things. But we managed, and now we have also more occasion to see each other, so I think it's going even better. But yeah, we're gonna give you some tips and tricks, let's say, to survive a long distance relationship, which we can say it's not for everybody.
Actually, I've discussed a little bit before to have some kind of advices or tips for you guys who are maybe gonna encounter a situation like that. So yeah, first thing that we brought up with that really would not work out for everybody. Just like if you know about yourself that you're really like touchy type of person who really needs that physical connection, and you already probably at that time would know that it is not gonna work out, and I think it's fine. Just let your partner know that you don't feel like you can make it through, because it's unfair to the other person as well when they can't, meet your needs. I don't know, if you can't be there
just
with them, unfortunately it's not gonna work.
But at the same time, like I was telling her, for sure it's not for everybody. I think a lot of people might surprise themselves of what they can handle when they're in a serious relationship and they really care about someone and love someone and want to keep that way. Because sometimes you really think, I'm not that kind of person. And obviously we're not that glad to be in this kind of situation. We would like to be closer to our boyfriends, but this is the way, and you somehow make it work. So I think if you're thinking, I can never do that, never say never. Like, it's better just to try, and then just say, it's not for me, and that's totally fine as well. You know yourself, so that's fine. But to try is always a challenge. It's always
exactly.
something
See
you can
it
put
as a challenge.
away.
I think it would be our first tip. Like, try not to focus on that negative part of it, but more like, this is what's gonna make your relationship stronger if you can actually pull it off together, because it always requires two people to make it work in the end. So you're always not the only one, feeling bad about the fact that you can't see each other. But if you both say yes to the fact that this is what we're gonna do and you can make it through, I think that only benefits the relationship in the end.
So the first thing we said, and I heard it like actually lately, that's why it came to my mind, to embrace the nostalgia of it. And what I mean by that is more like, you're missing that person, obviously you're missing each other, but don't be too attached on the sadness of it. Of course it's sad, of course you feel like there's moments that you're down and you just want that person next to you, obviously, but embrace the fact that you have that feeling as well, like that feeling of missing a person that is so close to you emotionally, that is you love so much. And I think it's something that you shouldn't put on the side or consider just as sadness, because it also warms you. And if you embrace it, let's say, you can talk about that person about that and how they're feeling, and can just help to see it that way, at least different perspective.
Yeah, and maybe to develop, Irene just said, is that you can also, during the talks or the moments where you are able to talk to each other, just, bring back the memories that you share with each other, because that's a feeling that's in my heart and in my head and in his head as well. And there is nobody else in the world that has that type of memories that you share with each other.
Yeah, and I mean, that also connects to another point that we said, which is like, one thing along this relationship is that definitely you value the moments that you're together so much more, because of course you only have that kind of a deadline, you have that span of time that you can spend together, but you really value the moments that you just see each other, so you also remember them well. and you, I don't know, treasure them.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh yeah, find time for each other. That one is super important.
Yeah.
So like you both should be ready to invest not only energy but also, you know, find time with two different lives that you're actually living in different countries. Like you unfortunately can't affect how the other person is living, and the only thing that can help you is actually know the schedule of the other person and just try to adjust your scheduling to just find a time slot where you can actually just be on the phone chatting, or maybe call each other, do something fun, or just, you know, call and share how the day passed by. Maybe nothing interesting happened, but just, you know, talk about the small things, share emotions. Really, when you are in love, that helps so much.
And I mean, like, literally, like you said, sometimes it happens that we really have nothing to, like, nothing really that special happened during the day. Yeah, don't know what to tell you, honestly. But even if you just stare and just, I don't know, say some jokes and just be with each other, it just feels normal, and that's alright as well. That's even more spontaneous and makes it more normal, you know? Yeah, of course, you're not physically together, but you are together, and that's what you would do if you were with him, so, or with her, or whatever. It's even better, I think. Also how, just be together in silence, or normal things, like I call him while I'm doing my skincare routine or something, maybe. Yeah, just routine and then going to bed.
Lately I also feel like when I'm talking to him, it feels like I'm coming home, like a very home feeling when we are in a call, when I can just, you know, open the text and I suddenly feel like I'm in my own bubble of like that connection that I have with that specific person. Like, he can always make me feel better. Sometimes I just see, you know, a notification without even knowing what it is, and I'm probably gonna open it, just a cute stupid smiley, and I'm already like, oh my god, like he's texting me. Like,
and that's really like that. And just again, like, about being spontaneous, just embrace the spontaneity of the relationship. You can send pictures. We don't need necessarily nudes. That's totally fine if it works for you, obviously.
Yeah, nudes also fine, but like
whatever works for you. Whatever works for you, really. But we mean even like the weirdest moments, most normal moments that you find, like send a picture, I'm eating a burger right now, or
I was just saying, because my boyfriend is so bad at remembering to eat dinner, so like me actually receiving a picture of him eating would be like, oh my god, I'm so proud of my boy. Really makes me happy that he at least, you know, can take care of himself when I'm not there.
It's the little things.
Yeah, small little weird things in a long distance relationship. I remember also we once did a challenge of like him sending me every morning his morning selfie. If he would miss one day, he owes me a wish.
Wow.
He actually failed one day because he missed his alarm and things, so I didn't get one selfie. It was super fun. Like, you just gotta, you know, make it fun. It doesn't have to be all negative, because I feel like so many people perceive it as a negative thing of a long distance relationship. Like, it's hard, challenging, yes it is, but you can also make fun of it, you know? You're just figuring it out just the way possible.
Exactly. And again, like, if you see, in my opinion, if you're mature enough to go in a relationship like that and to be able to commit to it, it's also fine if in that moment you, I don't know, start feeling unhappy, you start feeling this is too much for me, this is too much to think about, and then I don't think you should force it too much on yourself, because it's hard, it's challenging. We're happy right now, we're in a happy relationship, but it's also fine if you feel unhappy. That's what I tell myself as well. If you have to start being unhappy, then it's not worth it anymore, probably. And it's sad to think about, it's very sad, but make it work for you, just for you, really.
And don't push yourself, and the other person too, because if the other person also needs space, allow them to take time for themselves. Exactly. Also, another thing that we brought up is that if you're gonna be in a committed long distance relationship, it requires, first of all, a lot of trust in the other person.
For sure.
So like, don't try to change another person or influence their day just because that person could feel super limited. And that's, I feel, is not the point of a relationship.
I know that you can feel sometimes, I don't know, he's going somewhere and I don't know, I'm jealous, obviously. That's a normal feeling. Just kind of trust, just kind of like go along with it. And if you're not really that person, if you trust him. But one other thing that we said is about, you know, like, it can become toxic in the sense that, for example, in our situation, of course, we're here studying, we're here working, we're doing something for our future. It's a choice that we made to move to this country. And the dream that we had
as well.
Exactly.
Like, we're finally here because I think both of our partners know how much we wanted it and how much we already did.
We worked
to
hard
actually
for
come
it,
into where we are right now. Like, I've been dating for a really, really long time, so he knows like where I've started, how much my personality developed until now, and how much I did and worked to get here and to pay for this education as well. It's
Yeah.
like all connected, but that person has been with me the entire time. So it just feels natural of him not even doubting the fact that I'm gonna move abroad to study somewhere. I think that applies to you as well. But where we're coming with this is that you first should be really comfortable with yourself, knowing what you want in life, and then clearly put it out to the other person and show how important it is. And if this person is honestly loving you, they are gonna be only happy for you if you make a choice like that. Of course it's gonna be hard, but if the person is valuing you in life, I think that's when the long distance really works out, because they sense that it's important for you and are ready to support you with it.
And like she said, if they see that it's, I don't know, they hold it against you, for example, they hold against you the fact that you moved away and you're not in your home country with them or something, then it's not really, I don't know.
Not a healthy relationship, I would say.
Not healthy
a person
at all,
who loves you
feeling
will be
guilty
there.
for something that you chose, that is your future, that is your dream. You shouldn't feel like that.
I would stop a relationship like that. If you would suddenly come up with an idea that, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, you know that your life is gonna be changing a little bit, and that's gonna make you separated. The person who loves you will make as much as they can to make it work, I think. And if not, if you maybe are just different, or you have those needs of being constantly with that person somewhere in the same place, well, I would just end it the right way and not try to shit on the other person and on yourself as well, of course. Like, be honest with your own feelings. If you feel comfortable doing it, do it. If not, again, don't push it on yourself and don't try to change the other person, because that's, in the end, it's never gonna work in any case. It's just of how much energy you're gonna lose on trying to push something that's not gonna work out.
Again, it doesn't work even if you're in the same country, same city, same neighborhood. So why would it work in this case, especially because you're far away and you're feeling guilty for what exactly, like.
And I think let's end it up with like a final tip of online dates ideas, because that's something fun you can do. You don't usually need to be, texting, messaging, and maybe voicing. Voicing, is that even a word? Sending voice messages, that's what was gonna come to. Voicing. Me coming up with new words every day. I was sharing the idea of having a movie night. Like, that's something with me and my boyfriend do with a lot of wine. We'll just buy one bottle each, like sit in front of the screen, call on one phone, have a screen on the other. It is a date basically, it's just online, but like
be creative, like whatever, share a meal together, you cook the same thing, you eat it. I don't know, of course, if you have share the same taste or something.
Yeah, exactly. I once took him to the gym. He called me in the gym and I'm like, okay, if you want to see me work out and be sweaty as hell, whatever makes you happy, you can lay down here.
I scrapbook, and I just talk to him because I like to watch something while I scrapbook and do things and just enjoy myself. And he just talks to me. Yeah,
to wrap it up, go with it if you feel like it. It's definitely possible. Hopefully our tips were a little bit useful to you, or you just wanted to listen to our story. That is also absolutely fine.
Yeah, and just be honest with you. Really, like, we're not picturing like it's always hearts and roses or something like we say in my country.
But it's not hard either. Like, if you trust the person, you're sure about them. So yeah, guys, thank you for checking out this video. I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Thank you, Irena,
for joining us. I hope you're gonna be here a little bit more frequent.
Yes, I will.
We're gonna go enjoy some dinner in La Mangerie, where I'm actually doing my PE right now. See you in the next video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe down here. Put the like key. I never say this in my videos, but it's gonna be the first time.
Always a good start.
Right? Okay, so see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.